Okay, so good morning, everybody, and good evening, and welcome back in today's class. Uh, Today we are going to be discuss something different topic. Okay, so if you notice, till the time we discuss mainly on the IT part, that how to raise an incident, how to raise a change or problem or kind of a request, kind of things we see, CMDB, SLA, notifications, kind of stuff we saw there, right? Now let's see and why, and let's see the service now is changing the phase or changing the vision as well along with this particular stuff. Let's say I'm working for a company X, okay, and uh, my company is giving me an insurance from the company Y. Let me open this and show you like this here. I'm an employee of company X and my company is giving me insurance of company Y. It means company Y is a service provider for me. So my company enroll everything on my behalf and I'm getting the services of the insurance from the company Y. Okay. But on the other hand, I am a human being and I also purchase the insurance from company Y as well as a standalone, maybe for myself, for my family, right? In these two kind of a business, what is the difference or what is the similarity? That is the thing we need to be pick up here. Or what is these two concepts called? When I'm working for a company X and getting the insurance from company B, where company Y is service provider, this is called B2B, business to business. Okay. And if I purchase the insurance as a standalone, then it's called B2C. That's called business to customer. Okay. And this is the fundamental of today's topic, that is called the CSM, customer service management. Okay. This is the fundamental of this thing, CSM. Okay. ServiceNow say that I am building a product. I'm building a software kind of things for your areas, for your purpose. And you can use my software to support your customers as well. Okay. That is the another thing. Okay. You can use that to support your customers as well. Okay. To handle this part, what concept ServiceNow use? They use the case. And they call the people who are doing this on the call is called the agent. They are not called as a service desk guys, they're called as the agents. And the term they use to share the record number is called the case here. Okay. So in this B2B and B2C is the main fundamental and the principle of this particular stuff. This particular stuff here, right? So now let me give me a minute. I'll share my one slide. Give me a minute. Let me stop sharing and open that part and come here. Give me a minute. Okay, let me share my screen. So this is the fundamental of the, here, let me come here. This thing. Is that, let's say I purchased a washing machine from a company, or maybe I go to the showroom and I purchase the washing machine. Okay. Once I purchased, I'm facing some issue and I want that it should be fixed by the company person. Okay. So what I will do, I will give a call to the showroom guy and said that, boss, I purchased this washing machine from you a few weeks back and now I'm facing some issue. Okay. Then what the person say, okay, sir, give me your details, your name, the product number, when you purchase, if you have the bill number and all the things will be there. See, he took my details and he says that, sir, you will get a engineer at your site in next half an hour. Okay. Now you get a message. Thank you, Mr. X. A case has been logged for you and engineer will be coming to you. How, or do you think that that engineer is sitting in a big buildings and having a laptops kind of things? No, they don't. They don't sit. They just have a mobile phone and on the mobile phone, they have just app and they get a message and they have to visit. So they come to your house, they discuss with you, they take the photograph or maybe some requirement kind of things and send a report to the back to the agency that I visited to Mr. X place. This is the issue. This is the reasons. And done. Now, how to handle the second part? The engineer who come to your house. ServiceNow provide a module called the FSM, Field Service Management. I give the best example for this particular thing. I'm not sure about the other places, but in India, I saw this practice. We have a very big apartments, and every apartment or every building has a lot of lifts. And that company engineer allocated to a particular area. That if any lift go down, maybe some issue, you just log a case, the case routed to the particular area in charge, and he sent the engineer to the checking the lift at that part. So all these things will be taken care by the field service management. But for our purpose, we are going to be discuss about the CSM only, not FSM. Okay. So number one, here we have to very much clear that it is for customer and consumer and business to business. So here no end user perspective is there. Do we have the portal for this? Yes, we have a portal for this as well. Everything is there, but the mechanism, the method is little different. How to handle, how to take care, that is little different here, and that we are going to be discussed now here. Okay. So this is the fundamental. Business to business means company provides service to the another company or another business. Business to consumer, that you as an end user go to that particular company and purchase that product. That is called the B2C. Okay. Now here the few that how the CSM and the service management interlink. Let's say I'm facing some issue in a washing machine. Let's say example. I call to the customer care of that particular company. Hey guys, I'm facing this issue. Can you fix it for me? So for me as a customer, they're raising a they're raising a case here, this part. But in the background, they may case a work order, they may case a problem, they may case a change. But they never tell me that it is an incident or it's a change. Engineer come and say, sir, we have to be replace your product. If I talk about the something on the IT perspective, it is a change management. But I am a normal user. I'm just working in a banking domain. I don't know that what is change, what is problem. For me, my product need to be replaced. So it means if your customer, if your user who is working in your company and providing services, if they have a CSM license, then they can access the service management as well. So for a customer, this is important case or request. For your background company, you do anything. Like take another example. Let's say I'm doing the baking business. Okay. I'm baking the cakes and all the things. You put an order to me. Atul, I need a 2 kg cake for my son's birthday. I said, okay, no problem. I can bake it for you. I bake it. I said, sorry, your cake is not ready. But I will not tell you that why it is not ready. Due to some incidents happen in my gas stove or my baking process or my raw material or my microwave or my oven, but I will not tell you. So this is what the fundamental says here. For a customer, even though if I take this example, company X and Y wala, this one. In this case, maybe let's say Jimmy is working in a company X, let's say here. Okay. And Satya is running company Y. Okay. Jimmy called to Satya's company and say, hello, I'm Jim. I'm calling from company X. And I want to do a top up of the insurance premium. Then Satya will ask, okay, hello Jimmy, from which company you're calling? I'm calling from company X. Satya will check that is the company X registered in their database or not. Sorry, Jimmy, I'm not able to find out your company X. Can you spell it for me? He spelled, but still Satya not able to find out. Sorry, your company is not registered with us. And if you have individual policy, then let us know, I can help you. But your company is not registered with us. It means what Satya did. Satya asked that which company you are working. Now let's convert the case. Jimmy is working for the company X and Satya is the service provider for the company Y. Jimmy called to Satya and Satya say, oh, you're calling from company X. Yes, they're our partner. Tell me how I can help you. Then Jimmy says, hey, my company gave me insurance which has a premium of the $200. I want to top up with the 200 more to cover these risk as well. Number one case, happy path. Satya says, okay, sir, I can raise a case for you and team will update the details in the background. Number one. Second case, same example. Satya says, sorry, you're not eligible for a top up more than $100. This concept is called the entitlement. This concept is called the entitlement here. Which means that are you entitled for this particular service or not? I give you one more example. Earlier, when this online banking has been started, these ATM cards come into the picture. Banks did not run that this thing, customer care 24/7. What they do, they run only few basic services in the 24/7. I give one example. It's near about 2008 or 2009 somewhere. I was working in a company and I was on the night shift. So I go to my cafeteria to withdraw some cash, and by chance I forget my ATM card in the machine only. I came down, I searched, I did not find. I was a little worried. What I say, I directly called to the customer care. It was midnight approximately, 1 or 2 o'clock somewhere midnight. I called to the customer care. They says, if your card is missing or stolen, you can raise a complaint here. Only this service they have in the midnight. That is called the contract. But nowadays the contract has been a lot of change. We can call to the customer care 24/7. Okay, maybe like the same thing, entitlement part. Jim is working as a fresher. On the other side, in the same company, ex Moji is working as a senior director. And she called to Satya's company and say, I want to be give the top up. Yes, ma'am, you can. And Satya pick up a request, log a case, and give the case number to Moji. And after 1 day, the details has been updated. Okay. So this is the whole concept work in the CSM perspective. How you can raise a request, you can raise it, sorry, how you can go for the case, you can go for the via a chat, via email, and via self-service, means go to the portal and raise a request for the same. So as I say, there's a two type of portals available. One for your purpose, who is working in a company and company is providing the facility. That is called the B2B. And it open with a /CSM. And there's a customer portal, like I purchase a washing machine as individual and I'm facing some issue. It's called the B2C. That is ending with the CSM here. Okay, we will see. Let me try to open this. So it is CSP. It means it's B2B. B2B means I'm getting a service from the company X. So now you can see. Now, if you're putting some knowledge, you're making a request. You need some help with tour and all the things. So portal look like similar. Now you will say, Atul, it is similar to the service portal. Yes, it is. It is similar to the service portal. But it is for the B2B purpose. Sorry. So yes, B2B purpose. And if you come here, it is B2C purpose. Same thing, but here the things has been changed, called the cases here, which is not here. Because in the B2B, you mainly going to raise a request. And here you're going to be raise a case here. Everybody clear till this point? Any doubt, any question till this point, guys? Moji, Ola, Ope, Jim, Nikichi, Sham. Sham is not in the call. Sham sent me some message as well, I guess. Okay, we'll pick up. Okay. Now let's go to the next part of this one. Yeah. In this particular CSM, few concepts we have to be understand very carefully. And this is what we're going to be doing in this class, guys. Okay, nothing much on the practical part, because I'll say that I'm not 100% sure on this part, but yes, I want to be clear the fundamentals here. So like in the ITSM, we have a SLA, we have a notifications, all the things, right? Here we have a concept called the customer data and the product data. Okay, what these things particularly do here. Okay, let me come. Number one, internal data house. Internal means the company who is providing a services to the other company, they have a manager, they have agents, and they have other employees. Number one part. Simple, like it's very simple. They have a manager, they have agents, and they have other employees. It's internal who is providing the services to me. Okay. But now on the other side, we have a customer data. Customer data means the account, the contact, the consumer, and anyone in the market. Take this example. This one. Jim called to Satya company. Okay. And if Satya is able to confirm, then it becomes B2B. And for that, what Satya need who is calling Jim, from which company is calling company X. It means in Satya's database, these two records should be exist. Jim record and company X. Let's say I joined the company X as a fresher and I give a call to Satya. Satya say yes, company X is listed with us, but I'm not able to find your name. Maybe if you are new joiner, you have to wait for the 24 hours to generate your ID in the system. This is what I get a reply. Okay. So now in the next part, that is called the product data, product model, assets. So here we are going to be discuss that what you are selling to the customer. Let's say I'm a company who is running or who is providing services in the form of the recruitment, hospitality, event management, and consultancy. So what I sold to you, what products I have to provide that service, what asset I put in your way. Let's say if anybody is working in the support project, okay, you guys or that particular person get a mobile phone from the company. Like when I was working in a support project, I was handed over by a Nokia mobile phone, which has unlimited calling, intentional calling, SMS, everything was there. But who provide that? My customer or my client provide that. And they told me that if you have an issue in this phone, you just give a call on this number and they will fix it for you. I said, okay. Okay. So these are called the assets. Then the sold products, install base item and install products. Let's discuss a little bit in that. I don't want to be go in some other wording cell because these are the specific definitions here. Okay. Now let come here. Account. What does account mean here? Account means the company to whom you are providing the service is an account. So in this case, X is my account. Is my account. Okay. Now I'm talking from the perspective of the service provider, guys. Okay, don't be confused. I'm what I can say, providing services from the discussing from the company Y perspective. Contexts in every company. Let's say if company X want to purchase the insurance for his employees from Satya's company or the company wide, then there are the few key members will be there. That 5 or 7 member, if they people send a email, only then company Y will consider to update the data, and that is called the contacts. So Jim can be one of the contact. Jim cannot be one of the contact. So maybe in this case I can say Moji, Shyam, and Harsh are the contacts. Generally, 3 or 4 people only in the contacts, not more than that. Okay, and it's depend on the company only that to whom they want to put in the contact or not. Okay, now is a partner. Sometime what happened to provide a services to the other company, I have a partner as well. A partner is supported external customer that sells support and the other customers. So let's say I am providing or let's say my um, client told me that Atul, who is being the shift lead, they'll be getting the one phone, and we will be giving the iPhone to every shift manager for the on-call support. Now my customer is not the one who is building or who is creating or who is manufacturing this iPhone. They have a contract with the Apple in this case. This is Apple is our partner, so you will get the one iPhone for the on-call support. This is what the partner here. And at last, consumer. The person who is available in the market and purchasing the products is called the consumer here. So like if you go to showroom to purchase a washing machine, okay, you go to a showroom and you purchase a washing machine, then you become the consumer. And they will now everything has been registered online. So they will register your details in the system. Okay. So like who are you, what's your name, address, phone number, mobile number, and other things. They will register everything for your for yourself in the system here. Now this was the customer data. You were this one we're discussing consumer data. Now we're going to discuss product data. Okay. Number one, product models. Again, in the service now and especially in the CSM, implementation is easy, but consulting is a little bit tough here because a lot of concepts move here and there. Product models. A product is a type of a good or service that your company sells and support. What my company is selling, it means my company means I'm talking about the company Y. So company Y is an insurance company, let's say, and they're selling fleet insurance, they're selling life insurance, they're selling medical insurance in a separate category. So these three services, these three products they're selling. It's up to the company X what they want to purchase. But as of now, Y company is selling this product and this called the product models. Maybe I purchased only fleet. I'm running a transport company. Let's say company X running a transport company, and they want to make sure that the trucks or the cars they're running should be insured with the company Y. So they just purchase the fleet insurance from the company Y. Okay. Then asset. A specific asset is a specific product or instance that is supported for a customer. To provide the support to the customer, it has an asset. So like now I take example. Again, see the change in the working of a company as well. When I started my journey, IT journey, I was working in a support project and a laptop was given to me. Okay. In that case, if anything goes wrong in the laptop, I need to go to my IT department. Okay. But now in a company I'm working now, a laptop has been given to me. If that laptop stuck somewhere, maybe some software issue, something issue, I need to reach out to the laptop manufacturer directly. Here, I'm not saying that which part which particular company or what have to be do. The only point is that the laptop which is given to me, I'm talking about that only. That is asset. And once you get that asset, you have a asset tag and asset number. Even though if you get a mobile from the company, it is an asset for the service provider. It has a tag, it has a serial number, and it has been allocated to a specific person. Right? So let's say in a company, it is a policy. If you're working in a project X, every resource will get a mobile phone for the on-call support. Okay. And you guys have your specific headsets or the handset, sorry, in your with you. Every handset will be registered in the background on the specific person name. So it doesn't mean that I can use Moji's handset or I can use Jimmy handset or I can use Sham handset. No, I have to be use my handset only for any type of call. This is what asset. Sold product. The product and the component that has been sold to the account of the consumer. What I'm going to purchase, fleet, life or medical. If company X said that guys, I am interested in the fleet insurance, this has become the product sold. Sold product, which company wise selling to the company X. Install base item, very, very, very important. Install base item actually has a relationship with the CMDB in the background. Or I'll say that you can create a relationship with the CMDB and the install base item. I'll not go in that much depth. Okay. So install base item is item that represent the instance that have been installed or provisioned for a customer. Means to provide that service. What component or CI I'm installing with that relationship, this install base item work. It is an instance. Let's say I purchase 100 fleet insurance. So first or one insurance policy number one is the install base item for me. Okay. So let's say if company X registered 2 lakhs employees under the life insurance of the company Y, then I have a 2 lakh instances here. That is called the install base item. Okay, I know it's little tough, but you can still, if you read it again, you get little bit more understanding and knowledge on that part. Okay, install product to provide that services. We have a install product. So let's take example. There's an insurance or maybe I'll not say the insurance company. Let's say there's a telecom company. Okay, I purchase a house in a new area. Okay, there was no proper signals are coming. So I approached to the telecom company and say, guys, we are approximately 2 or 3,000 people are living in this area, and we want that you should set up some kind of a tower for us so that we can get a better range. So this concept called the install product to provide that service if they install any product. So like if I say example, in our offices, you get an email from HR that insurance company agent is sitting on the cafeteria from this time to this time for this date to this date. It can be example of the installed products. It can be example of the installed products. Then context. Everybody who is using that particular service. So in this case, the 2 lakh people for whom company X purchased the insurance are become my contacts. And at last, entitlement. Sorry, it's not contract, it's contract. My bad. Sorry, it's my bad. Contract means what are the binding you have that you are or company X says to company Y that I'm going to purchase 2 lakh insurance policy from you. I want that my customer or my employee can call you at any point of time and you have to resolve their query. And they mention that how much they charge. What is the SLA for this? Okay. And then entitlement. I'll give one basic example and then we'll go for the service now discussion on that part. Let's say I go to the office and I swipe my card. It did not work. I thought maybe I swiped wrongly. I swipe it again. It did not work. I was sitting, I'm standing on that particular outside the gate. Suddenly one more person came. He swiped the card. It did not work. Security guard quickly came and says, sir, let me try for you. Tried, did not work. He pick up the walkie-talkie and tell to someone inside the bay or somewhere that Mr. X is outside. Please come and open the gate quickly. But the same thing did not happen for you. For the person to whom they're talking, he's the managing director of the company. He's entitled for this. That if he's stuck somewhere, the security guards can ask the another person to open the gate. But it did not happen for you. This is called the entitlements here. I give you I give you one more example. Let's say when you're working in a company, let me take example. Satya, Jimmy, and Bakar. Or maybe let's say Satya, Jimmy, and Moji. They're working in a company X. Okay. Satya is having has a policy, insurance policy, where he's entitled for the maternity expenses up to 50,000. Jim is entitled for the 1 lakh. And Moji is entitled for the this is called the entitlement. Why? Because in the company Y, Satya is mentioned as a fresher, or I can say just a software engineer. Jim is mentioned as a senior manager, but Moji is mentioned as a senior director. This is called the entitlement. In this part, Satya is allowed only to take a normal room, which rent should be less than 1500 per day. Jim is allowed to take a room for his wife up to 2000 rupees per day. But Moj is allowed to take a good room which rent can be 5000 rupees per day. Why there is a differentiation? Because of the entitlement. Very important concept, very important topic. If you are joining a new if you join a new company and let's say you want to be order a new laptop. You want that, oh my God, this company is providing the Apple as well. Let me order for Apple. You're not able to raise a request for the Apple laptop or the MacBook because you're not entitled for the same. But if Moji join, she's joining as a senior director. She will get everything from the Apple only. MacBook, iPad, Apple Watch, iPhone, everything. And these concepts called the entitlement here. Now, if I show you with the example here. So this is what? Account, product, contracts. Under contracts, we have entitlement. Contact, primary, asset, what laptop issue and to whom it has been issued here. So this is the overall picture of the CSM here. Clear everybody till this point. Then I'll proceed further. Good. Only Satya is saying good. Rest us not fine. Or what? Okay. Now let's see these things in the service now. She's not there today. Well, Let's come here. Here, accounts. And here I can create a account. Let's say I'm creating an account is called the LNG. What is my registration code? LNG. This. I'm a partner as well. Yes. Maybe let's say now company Y is providing the insurance to the company X. But in the actual business, they're the partners as well. Even though customer as well plus partner as well. It happens, right? It happens. You are providing to the, and this is the fundamental of the ITL 4, co-creation of the value. To do the co-creation of the value, nowadays companies are becoming the service provider and the service taker are becoming the partners as well somewhere. So that they both can help each other to grow the business. Okay, but it has no implications or no other thing is there. It is just for the references we are putting here. Okay, then you can put the phone number, street, city, and remember I am creating a record as the company Y here, not company X. In the company Y, I'm creating the record for the company X. And I can put notes and then I click on the save here. My account get generated here. And once my account get generated, I can come down and I can see these options. Number one, contacts. Click on the new. And you can see here and see the table is changing. Customer underscore contact, not the sys underscore user. Okay, remember, and it is a case view, not the ITL or the default view. So remember, as we're in the, it is a separate module in service now. It's a separate product of service now. That is why I say in the beginning that we discuss about IT. We discuss about the testing. Let's discuss about the customer. And now tomorrow or maybe not tomorrow, Monday in the next week we'll pick up the HRSD as well. So that we can able to complete the 2 or 3 different products in our training. So I can say name is LNG, last name LNG. Okay, account means in which company I belong. I belong to LNG. I can put doctor. I can put my email. .com. Any business phone number I want to put, I can put, otherwise click on the submit. So my record has been generated. So by this way, my contacts will be get generated here. 5, 7, 8, 20, 30. How many contacts you want, you can create it here. Account address. You want to update primary, street, all the things. Cases I'll come later. Now assets. What you are selling to the customers is assets here. So you can create a new asset here. Hardware, software. I said hardware. Okay. Hardware. What I want, serial number, RT, this, model category. I'm okay. I'm going for the server class. Okay. Let's say like this. Computer model is Apple. Primary contact in case to whom you are assigning LNG, and this is the cost. And click on the submit here. By this way, you can create the multiple assets as well. And you have to be assigned the assets to the respective person to whom it has been assigned. Then the sole product is for the internal purpose only. That what you're selling. If you want to see, you can see here. Let's see, do we have any data here for the sole products? We have no data. Okay, so these are the products. So maybe in the parent, oh sorry, it's parent one. So what I'm selling the, let's say, server, this one. So like if I'm doing a purchasing the servers from the Microsoft, then Microsoft will keep the record like this, that I'm selling to LNG product number ASUS A53 series products. And what the product called? Server. Click on the submit here. So multiple products can be mentioned here. Install base item. The particular instance of your sold product. Name, insurance one. This particular one to relate to which particular configuration item. That is the reason I say that what CI, because I'm selling the insurance, but which particular hardware component, or maybe the C, not the hardware, but which particular component it is using to support the service. And what is the definition of CI? Any component, maybe hardware, software, which support or which help the company to provide the services is called the CI. So here I have to mention, and I'm talking from the perspective of the company Y. So don't get confused. Let's say company Y is selling the 100 insurance policies. And to provide that 100 insurance policy, I have a configuration item called the, let's say, LNG computer. Who is the contact? You can mention. Who is owning this CI? Who is owning this? Who's supporting this CI? You can mention that part. Sorry, CI I'm saying to install base item. You can do. So install base item, very carefully understand. It is an instance what is sold. So it means maybe the 100 policies, 200 policies which I sold, maybe they have a same configuration item. They can be the same configuration item. Now I click on the submit. Don't get confused. I'm not working from the perspective of the company X. I'm working from the perspective of the company Y here. Contracts, important point. Come here. And it says what is the contract number, when it start and when it end. So like every year you get an email from your company. Your insurance policy is getting renewed, which will valid from X date to the Y date. And in the background, why you get an email? Because in the background, your company done a contract with the other company on that part. So you can have multiple contracts, 1, 2, 3, 5, any number of contracts you can mention. Let's say I'm putting LNG here and I'm putting the start date from tomorrow and ending on the 3rd of and submit. It has a complete life cycle. It will go for the review and all, then it will be come to the picture. But for our case, we're just mentioning like this only. The contracts, we have a entitlement. Click here. Here. Entitlement means manager. Let's say manager, I'm creating an entitlement for the manager. Which product I sold to them? I sold them the ASUS, right? This one. Contract? Yes, I have a contract called the LNG. Asset, which asset I sold? because maybe we don't have any asset under the product called the assets as of now. So maybe I can skip this part. And here the important thing, because entitlement actually is the place where the company earn the money. If your customer, if your employee calling me after midnight and asking me a rubbish question, I will charge you for that. This is the thing that this is the place where the actual charging has been happened. So what you say, that if in the midnight you can connect with me only via chat, that's all. This is you entitled. So 8 to 8, morning 8 to evening 8, any channel will be work. But evening 8 till the morning 8, only chat is the option which I support. And for this, I will have a, maybe I can say the business hours, and I will support only 100 chats per month. Unit, you want to go for the cases or the hours? If I say hours per unit, it is something fundamental which I am not clearly known here. Okay, but this is the place where you can put that how the units will be counted. Like you are counting the per case or you're counting the per hour as a unit. That okay, let's say company Y say to company X that I am giving you the support from the 8 p.m. till the 12 p.m. as well. Okay, and that support only available on the chat perspective. In this case, how I'll charge? I will charge basis of the case. And then for per case, I will charge X amount or Y amount. That we have to mention in the contracts, not at this particular place. But here we mention the calculation way, that what and how we are going to be charged this. And then I click on the submit. And once you done with this basic configuration, then you can say I'm okay or I'm ready with the CSM part. And then we have the two different portals, one for the CSP and one for the CSM. For the different users, they can go and they can log a case. In the CSM, the good point is that we have a workspaces and we have a CSM as FSM workspace. And here the cases get generated. Let create a case here. Create a customer case. So like this, you can create a case here with this information. And how the customer will know, how the service provider will know, by this manner. So this is the place there you can see. So you can see CS stand for the case. No incident, no problem. No incident, no change, no request, no problem. Only cases are discussed here. So you can see. So once agent login, they can go and they can see the cases in this workspace. And now even in the I guess Tokyo release, ServiceNow introducing the not to Tokyo, before that San Diego, ServiceNow introduces the service operation workspace. So if you have an incident, you can check that incident in the service operation workspace instead of going here and searching incident, and all the things will be there. Okay. Dispatcher and inbox, because in these cases user work in the shifts, so you can put I'm online or available. So I'm available and I can pick up the cases in my queue and I can work on that part. Clear everybody till this point? Any doubt, any question, any clarification? Moji, Yogesh, Ola, Bakar, Jimmy, Nikichi, Ope. Anybody has any doubt, any question? Okay, good. So with this, I completed my CSM part here. Okay, it's Friday, so let me have a quick test as well. Okay, I'm asking specific questions and I want some specific answers on that part. Okay, and it is from the consulting perspective, nothing from the development part here. Let's say you are running a workshop. Okay, you're running a workshop and there are the 5 stakeholders sitting in front of you. Okay, you put a requirement or you put up a use case, and out of 5 stakeholders, 3 are agree. Yes, it is a valid requirement. And 2 are not agree that it is not a valid requirement. Now my point is that being a business analyst, how you will be handle that situation, what you will do at that point of time. Jimmy, what are your thoughts?
All right. For the two that didn't agree, so I will ask for their point of view why they disagree, and based on their response, probably that will help me to be able to kind of explain better or in a different way in order to bring them on board.
Okay.
That'll be my
You
approach. Yeah.
okay, fine. Yogesh, what do you think? What do you think? Moji,
I am so sorry. I'm at work, so I won't be able to say a lot. Can you hear me?
yes, yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Yeah. So I need to go somewhere to talk, so I won't be able to answer your question.
Okay, no
Sorry
problem.
about that.
Satya, what's your answer?
Yeah, I refer the existing reference to them. Then only they are satisfy uh, their outputs.
Okay, but how you will do? That is my question. That is my question. That how you will do? Ola or Ope? Any point?
Can you repeat the question again, Atul?
My question is that you are in a workshop.
Yeah.
Okay, we have 5 stakeholder on a single requirement. 3 stakeholders are agree. Yes, it is a valid one, and we need to be go for the discussion. 2 stakeholders are not agree. Then how you will proceed the workshop now? It's a very genuine case. I have a lot of fun experience this problem. Okay, let me put another question. Let's say you go for a workshop with a specific agenda. That guys, we're going to be discuss these things. Okay, you reach there, you started your discussion, you started your workshop. suddenly a very senior manager or senior person come into the workshop and say, sorry guys, we have to be change the agenda now. How you will handle that situation? How you will handle that situation? Again, it's a genuine case. It happens. What do you think, Jimmy?
Oh, I didn't get your question. What's the question?
You are in a workshop.
Yeah.
Okay. Just workshop just kicked off. Maybe 2 or 3 hours before. Okay. You have a specific agenda for the next 5 days. In the workshop, suddenly a senior manager or the senior member of the customer side came and say, guys, sorry, I don't want to be discussed with the ITSM. I want to go for the CSM now. How you will handle that situation? Because you're not prepared for the CSM, you prepared only for the ITSM.
Oh, so he said he's not interested in the CSM.
He's not interested in the ITSM as of now.
Okay.
Then how you will handle that situation?
Um, Again, probably it's saying that because he doesn't know the benefit of the CSM to his company.
But do you think that you are that much capable? You already have an agenda for the 5 days.
Right.
Suddenly someone says, no guys, sorry, I want to be change this. How you handle that situation?
So what am I gonna do? I'll still ask him why he's not interested.
Okay.
And
Then
then
what
yeah,
next?
yeah, from once I gather why he's not interested, then I might be able to do some presentation for him,
But how? You already have a packed agenda for the 5 days.
right?
You spend 1 week to prepare that agenda, prepare that slides, prepare that presentation.
Then I'll continue my agenda without him.
But that person is not interested.
Oh well, I'll say, well, maybe next time I'll catch you.
Okay, fine. So try to find out these two answers, that how to handle this situation. Okay, and then we will discuss it some other day, because these two are the very genuine problems what we face in as a BA, as a consultant. I generally face this problem, and it depends from stakeholder to stakeholder that how you handle that particular part. Okay, now let me take a stop the recording here. Before that, anybody has any question, any doubt? Okay, let me stop the recording here then.